I think here is different for men and women, honestly. But if you ask me directly, it's going to pro. Don't go to college. If you want to be a professional soccer player, you have more probability if you go directly to a pro team. The question here is, of course, if you try to go to a pro team and the thing didn't work well, and if you go to the college, at least at the end, you have a degree. But at the same time, if you want to bet to be a pro, you have to focus on be a pro. And the college level, comparing with the pro level, forget. You cannot compare. I know the level on the college soccer in US, and I have a lot of examples that I can share. That players that go to the college, women's players, when come to Europe, it's very difficult for them to mostly on the physical part. But on the women's, in this moment, it's more possible to reach the pro level after college. On the men's side, forget. You cannot do that because on the men's side, the level is higher. In this moment, the US women's soccer and player is seen as the top level. So you have a lot of European teams and European coaches and European agents that want players from US. Okay. But on the men's side, no. On the men's side, or you came early to Europe, like if you see your national team, we have a lot of players that are on the national team and on the past that came to Europe already young. A lot of them, for example, to Dortmund. I remember a couple of them to Dortmund. But you have to think one thing. College level, you have 4 years of college. Okay, a player that have 18 go to college, and a player with 18 go to pro. You finish the college, a player finished the college what with 22, let's say. So we are talking 4 years of college, okay? And the player that is on the pro level is training 4 years with pros. Who you think that will be better at the end? Simple as that. And the level of college is not good for many reasons. But I can give you an example. There are players that I help, an agent that I know. He asked me my opinion about a player. She was playing on Pittsburgh. Her name is Sammy Peary. I think it's like that. The correct name, I'm not sure. And she went to from Pittsburgh directly to Nantes, Division One, top of the league on France. She could not play. And one of the things that she told to the agent was physically was completely different. She told the intensity of the trainings was too high. The players were running a lot, and she could not cope with the physical part of the game. And it's normal because if you see a college soccer game, what happened? A player played 10 minutes, 20 minutes, came out after enter more 10, came out, and you can serve the many times that you want. And physically, when you come to Europe and to a pro team from a college directly to a pro team, here you play 90 minutes straight with a high intensity. And you don't have high intensity on the college, and you don't have consistency on minutes because you are always going up, out, and in, out, and in. What happened with that girl? She has to come to the second division of France, Tono Evian, a club on the second division, and now she's playing and scoring. So when I make my assessment to help the agent to see if the player was good enough to come here, but I saw that she has quality. But when she came, she didn't cope with the physicality, not the duels, but the endurance, the stamina, the energy that is needed because of that. So if you compare a player that go directly to pro and a player that go to college to go to pro, and we are talking on the women's side, can happen because the market wants a lot of women players from US. On the men's that doesn't exist. But if we have to compare in the long term, if this continue like that and the women's soccer in Europe it's raising, you can be sure that it will be way more difficult for US women come to be pros on Europe because of that. So I think you cannot compare. I think that if you ask me directly, college or going to pro. Even if you struggle not playing on the first year or 2 years because it's normal, but you are training every day. You are training high intensity with pro players. You are learning way more than on a college level, and I think that if you really want to bet on a to be a pro, you have to go straight to a club and be pro.